After the device is powered on and finishes loading, we enter the main menu. The software supports 2 operating modes. We can choose program mode or fixed value mode. We can set the power failure recovery function. Stop means that it will not run after a power outage and restart. Hold start means that it starts running from the first segment in program mode, but keeps standby in fixed value mode. Hot start means that it will continue running. We can also choose the control mode. We can control both temperature and humidity, and the operation screen will display both of them. Or we can only control the temperature, and the operation screen will only display the temperature. We can choose the software language, Chinese or English. Communication settings include protocol, format, address, and timeout. They have been factory set. Password and permission. We can set parameter modification permission and the start and stop permission. We can change the password. The temperature alarm shutdown function. Excessive temperature will trigger shutdown. It is on by default. It is not recommended to turn it off. We can set delay time for it. The default is 10 seconds. The automatic calculation function for temperature and humidity. It is used for engineer maintenance, so both are hidden by default. Screen settings include power accumulated time, backlight, and brightness. The QR code is used for remote connection and control. All settings in this submenu are only applicable to fixed value mode. We can set the control method for temperature and humidity. On means ramp control and the rates are set below. Off means full power control and they will quickly reach the SP. If they are set to 0 inches ramp control, it still represents full power. We can also set the stopping method for the fixed value mode. Manual means to manually stop. After the device starts running, it needs to be manually triggered to stop. We can also choose to stop at a scheduled time. The timing method is divided into auto and zone. Auto means start timing immediately after the device is started. Zone means that the timer will only start when the temperature and humidity reach a certain range. The deviation bands have been preset. Furthermore, we can also set it to return to ambient for safety after the time is up. Enable this function when both temperature and humidity PV reach the SP. It is completed and the device stops. Let's demonstrate the operation of fixed value mode. Before start, we need to confirm that the device is in fixed value mode. We can enter the operation screen. It displays the temperature and humidity SP and PV. Click to modify SP. We can turn off the screen by clicking on the time in the bottom left corner. It is the switch for lighting. Here we set the temperature PV high alarm. For TCH series, the high limit of temperature is 150 degrees Celsius, so the alarm preset is 155 degrees Celsius. Before start, the high alarm is emphasized again. If we choose Continue, the running time will accumulate. If we choose Yes, it will be reset and reaccumulate. Let's start. During operation, it displays the control status. Hold means that the running time remains unchanged. We can view detailed information such as PID control output value, MV, running time, setting of timed stop and temperature and humidity, and the number corresponding to PID control. We can also view detailed status indicators below. Now, let's manually stop. All settings in this submenu are only applicable to program mode. The alternation of temperature and humidity could be achieved through this mode. Here is the program number. The software supports a maximum of 100 programs. We can name the program to facilitate the selection of different programs. In the table, each program supports a maximum of 100 segments. For each segment, we can set the temperature and humidity SP, the time, TS, and wait method. We can also perform quick editing. Select a segment, click Insert, and the parameters will be the same as before. Select a segment, click Delete, and the parameters will be cleared. After we finish editing, we can preview it. We can copy the program to another one. We can also delete it directly. We can also import or export programs using a USB flash drive. For the wait method, 0 represents disabled, 1 represents enabled. Now we enter the wait set. When the temperature and humidity PV are within the deviation range, waiting is completed. If the wait time is set to be greater than 0, waiting will be forced to complete after the time is up. This is to prevent the temperature and humidity from not reaching the waiting zone for a long time and falling into a dead cycle. Taking this program as an example, we have set 6 segments. Next, we can set up the repetition. This is the count for the whole program. When this program finishes running, we can connect it to the next program to continue running. We can also set partial repetition for the current program by entering the starting and ending segments and counts. For example, after setting, click Enter to send the parameters to the controller. Then click Upload to upload the parameters to the HMI. Now, the program will repeat 5 times from 3 to 6. For more examples, please refer to the Software Operation Manual. We can view and name various programs here for easy access. Let's demonstrate the operation of program mode. Before start, we need to confirm that the device is in program mode. We can enter the operation screen, which is similar to the fixed value mode. We choose the program that needs to be run, and the name of it is displayed. If we choose Continue, it will continue running from the last stop position, and the running time will accumulate. If we choose Yes, it will start running from the first segment, and the running time will be reset and reaccumulated. Let's start. There is an additional step button, which is used to skip segments. We can get more detailed information here. Let's try skipping. When we finish the last segment, it automatically stops. Finally, we click Enter. We can view the data curve. The high and low limits of the y-axis can be adjusted. This value represents the time span of x-axis movement. Set start time and span to query historical curves. We can also adjust the curve through the buttons here. Curves can be hidden. Auto means that the device automatically records data after being powered on. Manual means that the device only records data after starting running. Data is recorded in the form of table. Set start time and span to query historical data. Double-click the screen to bring up page flipping buttons. Data can be exported by USB. Name the exported file. Set the start and end times for the data. For the export status, only one represents successful export. Let's demonstrate the successful export of data. After inserting USB, the top of the screen will display that USB is successfully detected. Enter a time range and name the file. Click Data Copy. Export is successful. The data can be loaded and analyzed in the database software we provide. In the alarm list, alarms are represented by numbers. Please refer to the alarm code table to get the meanings. Canceling the alarm will only take effect after the reason is resolved. We can view the alarm history. We can also view the operation history. Both can be exported by USB. Enter appointment time and choose On. The device will automatically start according to the setting. Yes means to restart the operation. Continue means to continue running. For more information, please contact Lab First.